Here we are. We are entering into Blairstown, New Jersey, which is the filming location for pretty much all of the beginning of the film. Tiny little setting here. Okay, so here's a shot here of the old mill. It's kind of covered up by some cars there. But as Annie approaches the main street, she heads towards what's called the old mill, which has an arched walkway underneath it. You can see it there on the left. There's another shot here of the old mill where Annie passes through. It's pretty recognizable as a shot where Annie's kind of walking under the archway. So what I'll do here is I'll walk through, go ahead and walk through the archways. That's where we just came from. You can see here the old mill. So here's the entrance to the old mill where Annie walks through. You can see even by the lighting that's coming in, we're about probably an hour early. If we've been here about an hour later, you see that even the lighting is exactly the same from the movie as Annie walks through the archway. So I'm going to go ahead and walk through the archway now, just like Annie did in 1980. Another shot here of the old mill. Kind of cool just to get a look there of the sign. It actually kept this building in really good shape because it's a historic landmark. It's probably just about the oldest building in Blairstown. There's the entrance right there to the archway. You can see as we go up. Very cool building. Here's another shot directly from the movie. This is Cork's Candle Bath and Body Shop. It's Blairstown neighborhood, Blairstown Theater. You can see the blue building there. It's actually red during the movie, when the movie was filmed. This is 26 Main Street, Blairstown, New Jersey. The white building with the balcony is where the store was, where Annie went to ask for directions to Camp Crystal Lake. That's that white building right there. And so right here we have the bridge. This is from the first shot of the movie after the opening sequence shows Annie crossing this small bridge as she walks into town. They're actually restoring the bridge. They're going to probably, looks like, put a new walking bridge in here as well. I'm going to try to go into the other side to get the shot for shot of what Annie did. There's been some alterations to the bridge. It's pretty much the same setup. We'll see in a minute. Cool waterfall there. Okay, this is pretty cool. This is Blair Lake, and I'm filming this because this is pretty much the first scene of the movie. I'll show you in a second, but I kind of want to show this. This is all under construction. I came along the other side here. Probably shouldn't be back here. But I wanted to show the first scene of the movie. So here that is right here. Pretty neat. There's a little waterfall there. So if you come down here, you can see right there perfectly is the first scene of the movie, and there's some kids going over the bridge there. Just like Annie crossed the bridge in 1980. So there it is. The bridge has changed a little bit. For the most part, it's the same. Okay, here we are at the diner in Blairstown, New Jersey. This is obviously the diner where Steve Christie goes and kind of hangs out while the rest of the entire camp is basically getting slaughtered. So this is the official diner. And actually down back this way is actually going back to town. The diner's less than half a mile away. Coming up on the diner here. There's obviously not a sign for the diner. I don't know if it was just there for the movie, if it's gone now, but it's gone. One more shot of the diner here. I've been talking to the locals a lot in Blairstown. One of the stories I heard is that when they filmed here in 1980, the fire department came and rained down with their hoses, with the fire trucks, because there was no actual rain and they needed rain for the film. So he said all the people in town came here and watched the fire department at night rain down on the diner. So we'll try to get a clip of that from the movie and show that as well. Okay, we're here in the diner. This is basically almost exactly where Steve Christie would have sat. They changed the inside of the diner a little bit, so the seating's not the same. Again, this is right around where Steve Christie would have sat. And here's the official menu from the diner. Okay, we're here at Moravian Cemetery. Get a quick shot of this here, and then we'll go to the actual spot where the movie was actually filmed. Okay, here's another shot of Moravian Cemetery. And if I actually come back over here, one thing that you'll notice is that this is pretty much verbatim from the movie. This is the scene where Elos gives Annie a ride and drops her off. Ironically, this isn't actually very much closer to the camp at all. Wouldn't really do her much good to give her a ride to here. She'd still have a little over 8 miles to go to the camp. So, as Annie was hitchhiking, this really wouldn't have done her a whole lot of good to drop her off anywhere near here.